Well, hello, hello, hello. It is Benita Ledette with a unique heart, love in a box. I'm coming to you this evening, just letting you know I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody who supported Love in a Box. For the last 2 days, I have just been in my family room like a distribution center and just really, really tired and exhausted, but it's a good tired. You know, it's an amazing tired. But let me just briefly share you my story behind the box. I have some new followers, and I want you guys to understand the meaning behind this box. For some, you've heard the story of me telling about I have a good friend that was ready to give up on a lot of things. She had just went through a bad divorce. She was having some personal issues, and she had pretty much just shut down. Well, I helped this friend get herself kind of back on track, and I wouldn't give up on her. Okay, fast forward, another friend, she lost a baby, and that's like a rough situation to go through, and especially around like Mother's Day because it's a constant reminder. But I've been there by her side, and I, you know, watched her hurt and pain. So like these two women, like my heart went out to them, and I had compassion with them, and I just wouldn't give up on them on like just trying to find some type of joy and happiness back in their life. And then so just kind of fast forward to where I have a theology degree, and I'm just very compassionate about people and people's heart and the way they feel. And it's just a gift that I have, and I can't explain it. It's just who I am. But let me just share you another story that I don't really get into that often. When I was a little girl growing up, I was often picked on by the color of my skin because I was dark skinned. They even called me buckwheat. They made fun of how dark I was, and midnight, couldn't see me at night, and all these things. And so, for a long time, I grew up with low self esteem. And so I share that in my self love journal that I created that's in the Love in the Box. And so for a long time, I always felt like I wasn't good enough, just low self esteem, didn't think I could get a boyfriend, all of these things. And so later in life, my parents divorced. And when they divorced, I chose to stay with my mom for a little while. And then anybody who's been in with parents divorce, you kind of go back and forth. Then I went and stayed with my father for a little while, and just kind of back and forth the summer visits between the two. But to make a long story short, I ended up going to stay back with my mom like toward my high school years because she needed help raising my siblings. So from I want to say I've been working since I've been 14 years old, and I'm 49 now, so you can pretty much do the math on that. But from as far as I can remember, maybe like 16, 17 years old to where I could get a regular job, I've always helped my mom, and I helped my mom raise my siblings for like 20 years. I wasn't able to go to college and get the sorority status and all those type things because I made a conscious decision to help my mom and make sure that my brothers and my siblings wouldn't go to jail, like that they wouldn't get into any type of trouble only because they had a single parent and didn't have a father figure around. So I asked God at the time, what do I do? Like, do I, go off to college? Do I pursue my dream, or do I stay and help my mom? He told me stay and help my mom. So that's what I did. So for 20 years, I took care of them, and then I had the pleasure of helping my husband with our bonus kids. So at any given time, I was shopping, taking care of them, school clothes, Christmas, buying for 7 children at one time. And this was before Ivan even got in the picture, Ivan Jr. So I was a mother before I was a mother, taking care of my siblings and helping with my bonus children. And one of my bonus children, he actually stayed with me. He lived with me from 11 years old up until probably his early 20s, until he went off to Afghanistan. But I say all of that to say this, is that I put myself and my goals and my dreams on the back burner for 20 plus years. So like now, when you see the development of Love in a Box, you see a woman who decided to get her life back in order and start loving back on herself and started getting her goals and dreams and aspirations back in order. So that's why you see me like, you know, just developing myself and really becoming the woman that God wants me to be. But I'm grateful that it came at a later age, because I appreciate it more. And I'm taking the wisdom that my mom prayed over me for years and years, and I'm really utilizing the wisdom that that God put in me, because every day I get up and I walk and I have a talk with God and I say, okay, Holy Spirit, what do you want me to do today? I've learned in this COVID-19 to just get up and put him first and walk before I do anything, because that's what COVID-19 has taught me. It taught me to reset and refocus, because when you're trying to do everything on your own and trying to figure it out, you ain't gonna do nothing but get more frustrated and frustrated, because it's when God says so, it's when everything is going to happen for you. But you got to put him first. You know, before COVID-19, we were all busy, you know, doing our thing, barely could talk to one another. You could be in the same house and not talk to, you know, your children, because they in the back playing their games, and, you know, you come in high by, you had something to eat, whatever. But COVID is making us all forced to talk to one another and be around each other more. So I just thank God that in COVID-19, I have developed and learned more about myself, which is going to make me a better woman for my household, for myself, and for my son, and for just everybody that I'm connected with. So I wanted to share this backstory with you, just to let you know that the things that I've been through in my life, to where I wasn't afforded to go to the big major college, and you know, I have a degree, but it wasn't on the dorms, and I didn't get that college experience like everybody else. I didn't get to do all those things. So I literally had to figure out how to become a young lady living between the two homes, being divorced, because my mother was like she was a country girl, just, you know, go to school, go to church and come home. My father, he worked all the time. So like, they really didn't put like the time to develop into me, showing me like goals, how to set goals and do things. So, and I don't fault them for that. They, you know, that's just the time and era. And here's the thing, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So every celebration that you see me post, everything that when you see I'm saying I'm grateful and I'm thankful, it's really from the heart, because I have had a long journey making this happen. Like, this was in my heart like years ago, but I actually started working on it like in 2017, and then brought it in fruition to launch in 2019. And just from there, it has really grown within the last 10 months. So I know this video is long, but it's well necessary. I want to just give you 3 things real fast, just to show you that how when you really follow God's his steps and order his steps, and you really start finding out who you are, then you really begin to put more emphasis on your product or whatever it is that you're trying to do. You bring the fruition out. So let me give you this. I don't know if you've ever heard of archetype, but I found out on my archetype, I found out that I am a ruler, an chemist, and a healer. And let me just give you some of the wording or the characteristics of it, so you can really understand what a unique heart is and what Love in the Box is. It's who I am. And I've been trying to put it together and trying to figure out, like, how did I come up with this concept, and then come to figure out this is just who I am. So as a ruler, it says I'm a fearless leader. I'm an empress queen. I make the world a better place. I'm unabashed by power sheen. I am the head of the pack. I take confident steps. That's what a ruler does. It says I rule on high, and then I rule with certain grace. So that's one of my archetypes. And then the next one is an alchemist. It says that I always steer the person just right. I am an inspiring, creative force. It says my inner journey holds the key. So all of these things that I've been wanting to do was holding the key to my happiness and what I'm doing right now. Now this one is the one that really knocked me off my feet. You know, some people call me the heart healer because they've known that, you know, I've helped them with certain situations and helped them heal their heart and all of that. But it's all through God. The gift that God put in me, he just uses me as a vessel to help people, and that's what I do. So check this out on what it says on the healer. It says, I am the soother of the spirit. It says, I am infused in a room with lightness. Like when I walk in a room, it lights up. It says, I am mindful of people's emotion, body, and soul. It says that I'm a transformer. I transfer lives however I can. And that's the healer archetype in me. And that's what I do. And so when I started reading all these things about how I make decisions from the heart and how I'm a healer and all of this, I was like, wow, like now I understand why God told me to name the company A Unique Heart, because that's what I have, a unique heart for people. And then why he said to, you know, name the box Love in the Box, because that's what everybody needs. So I share love all different types of ways. Just in a week or so, we're going to be celebrating one of my good friends, her birthday. It's going to be a big love affair. We're going to celebrate it. We're going to do it virtually, but we're going to do it. And so, you know, Love in the Box is not all about being depressed or nothing like that. I mean, it has some components to it because I have compassion for certain situations, but we also custom making boxes to fit for parties and etc. because you'll see about that next week when it happens. I just can't speak on it too much now because I don't want to blow the surprise. But anyway, I know that this was a long video. I know people get tired, but I just feel like if someone really wanted to know who I am and where did all of this development come from, it came from several sources, but one of the main things was because I put myself on the back burner for over 20 something years, and I'm finally deciding to do things for me. And because I'm chosen to put myself first, I want to teach you how to put yourself first and how to know your worth and your self-actualization in the world. That's my gift. I can pull it out of you. The thing that I know is I don't just tell you that I love you. I show you that I love you. I don't just tell you that you matter. I show you that you matter. So these are the type of things that I do. And I'm telling you, after COVID is over with, I have some things planned, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. These are the ideas in my head. I'm still going to let God order my steps. And as he ordered my steps, and if he's in alignment with my ideas, it's going to be some big things happening. And I'm telling you, the love atmosphere in the world, like around couples and everything, is about to change if I got anything to do with it. So, but anyway, that's enough of me. I know this video was long, but it was very, very necessary. And so again, for all of the people who have purchased Love in the Box, I thank you sincerely, sincerely, sincerely from my heart, because we are sharing love. We're sharing it all through generations. Our kids are watching us. They see us journaling and putting more love in ourselves, which is going to make them do it. Then they can pass it down to their kids. So this is a wonderful thing that we're doing. And I just really thank you and love you for supporting me. And I just wanted to share those things with you just so you can know who you are investing in and what the cause is all about. All right, for all you that are mothers, happy Mother's Day tomorrow. I hope everybody takes care of you the way they're supposed to. If for some reason somebody just forgot about you or something, you just give me a text in the inbox and I'm gonna give you a big old virtual hug and we'll do something, and I'll show them how to love on you. Remember, a unique heart loves you. Somebody loves you, baby. Have a good evening and a good rest of your weekend.